a little technical difficulties, but I had that, and I had some personal issues I had to talk about. Somebody gave me a call, and I had to talk to him. So I mean, it is what it is on that case. Sometimes, you have to take a break or talk to people. I mean, my schedule is constantly busy. I'm a very busy person, so the time that I do have, I try to dedicate it to sports to have a good time. But the Clippers are frauds. Yes, they've been knocked out the play-in tournament, but more importantly, I don't give a fuck about the play-in tournament. They are one of those losing franchises that may be a play-in team. Think about it. All right. Now it's 3:39 LA time. I'm gonna be here for an hour and 20 minutes. I may be back here live later on, but I'm a type of live screamer that don't go really over 2 hours. Okay. Last thing you will ever see me do is like 5-hour live streams. I think those are crazy. Those are literally crazy, But 75-75, OKC is bringing it. They're bringing it to the title contenders, that is the Philadelphia 76ers. Will I scream the Bills game? Oh, that is on the Bills game. What day? You talking about tomorrow? Talking about Sunday Night Football, right? Bills and Eagles. Yes. I will scream that game. It just slipped my mind for a little bit. Yes, I will script that. We'll scream that game. NBA, NFL, boxing. I do it all. Actually, there's a boxing event that's coming on today. Benavidez fights tonight. Benavidez is a guy that people say Canelo was ducking, but he fights tonight. He fights tonight. And since you brought up the Clippers, this is the Clippers season. Take a moment, y'all. Man, LeBron James needs to shut the fuck up and stop complaining. Just play basketball with the talent that you got. Stop being a bitch. Stop asking for trades. Stop asking for excuses. Stop asking for extra help. Just play basketball. Stop being a excuse maker. Stop using the media as excuse. It's not the media's fault you got 6 finals losses. It's not the media's fault you've been playing basketball since the dinosaurs was roaming with only 4 championships. While you was playing on a title contender multiple years. You spent half of your career playing on a title contender. Let that sink in. Damn near half of your career was playing on a title contender. You had the luxury of doing that. You got to be in it to win it. But damn, guess what? You should be fucking winning it then. LeBron played 20-something years. Only 7 out of those 20-something years, he was on a non-title contender. And you could make a case he was on a title contender since 2009. So from 2009 to now, he's been arguably on a title contender or on good, solid teams, right? Now, if you want to take 2 years off for the last 2 Cleveland Cavalier years off, fine. You could do that. But don't sit here and tell me, a guy that's been playing damn near since 2009 to 2023 on a title contender with only 4 championships, that's underachieving. You've been in a hunt for a title damn near every year. Being in a hunt and winning is 2 complete different things. Let that sink in, okay? Don't sit there and say, hey, I almost paid my rent. I almost won the lotto. That don't mean nothing. Everybody's in it to win it. Closing the deal and not closing the deal are 2 complete different things. They are not equal to each other. That's like you bag a shorty's number. You got a phone number. Okay, what else you gonna do with it? Can you take it to the next level? If you can't take it to the next level, that's an L. That's a loss. All you got was just a phone number. Anybody could get a fucking phone number. You could go outside right now and get some random stranger's phone number just for the hell of it. Don't mean they're gonna pick the phone up and call you. So let's put that in perspective. Let's just do a good analyze and put that in perspective. Just because you're in it to win it, you're on a title contender, doesn't mean you're going to win. Is that a charge on Tobias Harris? Oh, no, it's a foul. Sorry. You know, and like I was saying, Philly got the pieces to make it to the NBA Finals, but I don't think they got the pieces to win it all, if that makes sense. We do have other games on today. I may go on for an hour on those other games. You know what I'm saying? But don't get shit twisted. Don't get this twisted. When you play sports, the main objective for a superstar is to win. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. Because LeBron wouldn't even be in any conversation for a top 5 player or a top 10 player unless he had won championships. Right? So winning does matter. Don't tell me winning don't matter. You know, if stats just matter, then guys that don't even have championships would have been in your top 5. There's been a lot of guys that put up good stats. So if the NBA is just about putting up good stats, Joel Embiid could have been in your top 5 just based off stats alone. You know? But winning comes. Winning does play a factor. Or every all-time great that's on the list from 1 to 10, respectively, damn near got championships. It's not a single guy on that list from 1 to 10 that don't get championships. Most people's 1 to 10, 1 to 5 got championships. You cannot be on that list without no damn championships. You're disqualified without no damn championships. Championships put you in the GOAT conversation, not stats alone. Even individual accolades cannot put you in the GOAT conversation, because people are going to always say, if you're so great, how come you never won? Because winning always comes down. You cannot be in a GOAT conversation without no championships. You are automatically disqualified. I don't care how good your stats is. And Philly is up 88 to 80. Boom, boom. Simple as that. That's like a rap artist having no hit songs or no top selling albums. How could you be an all-time artist in hip hop without no hit songs, without no classic albums? If all you got was just good verses you drop on a mixtape, nobody's gonna consider that as no GOAT. You better have some Illmatics. You better have some Ready to Die on your list. You better have some Doggy Style on your album. You better have some Only Built for Cuban Links, some Infamous. You better have some classic albums that the world of hip hop could recognize and know. It's the same thing with fucking sports. You don't get to be an all-time great for no reason. You have to earn it. Hold on. What's that mean? Hold on. So that's just how it goes, man. That's how the cookie crumbles. In order to be great, you have to earn the right to be great. And stats is not the be all say all. Record breaking is not the be all, say all. Even individual accolades is not the be all, see all. Winning will always come first, then all that other stuff. And record breaking has never been a key thing into being the GOAT. And longevity has never been the prime factor to being the GOAT. Winning has. Why is Bill Russell even in your top 10 and you never even seen the guy play? Most of you got Bill Russell in your top 10 all-time greatest basketball players. Half of you never seen Bill Russell play. You have no knowledge of seeing Bill Russell play with your own eyes. But you know what he won. And that's the only reason why he's on your top 10. Winning comes first. I had a 15-year-old kid tell me Bill Russell was in his top 10. Never seen the guy play. He wasn't even born to watch Bill Russell play. But he did say one thing. 11 championships is all I need to know. He was a superstar player. He got 11 championships. He's on my top 10. He can't be the GOAT because I never see him play. But he going to be on my top 10 regardless because he got 11 championships. All the other stuff comes second and third place. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. You don't get something for nothing. You want to know something that's funny? It's time to expose some of these media people. Nick Wright, the LeBron James apologist. Nick Wright, the LeBron James apologist, often called Nick Wrong. Let me explain this to you. Back in 2011, I believe, 2011 or early 2012, this man named his top 10 greatest basketball players of all time. Now, you're saying a big LeBron lover like Nick Wright gotta have LeBron in his top 10, right? Hell, fuck the top 10. He got to be in the top 5. Right? Because winning to Nick Wright, it's not that important compared to individual numbers, right? That's all that you need to have to be called the greatest basketball player of all time. But last time I checked, by 2012 or 2011, LeBron was already a 2-time MVP, right? But guess what? Nick Wright did not put LeBron James in his top 10. I'm going to say this again. Nick Wright did not put LeBron James in his top 10. Not once. Right? The minute this man goes to the Miami Heat and wins 2 championships, he gets steamboated all the way to number 1. So it only took LeBron James to win 2 championships to be called the best basketball player of all time. And you didn't even originally had him in your top 10 prior to Miami Heat days. So 2 championships from LeBron James is greater than a whole career of Kareem. Is greater than a whole career of Michael Jordan. Is greater than a whole career of Kobe Bryant. Does that make sense to you? Absolutely no. That tells you right there the media gets paid to cap and clout chase. They know they can't say LeBron James' name alone without mentioning a Kobe Bryant, without mentioning a Michael Jordan. People can mention how great Michael Jordan is all day, every day, and why he's the GOAT without depicting any other players. I've seen this done for years. I don't need to bring Kobe's name up. I don't need to bring LeBron James' name up if I'm talking about the greatest basketball player of all time. I could make a case for Michael Jordan alone by himself. I don't have to put another player down. But in LeBron's case, you have to. And you have to move the goalposts because he don't got enough on his resume. And Nick Wright knows this. Shannon Sharpe knows this. These are media clones. These guys are brainwashing you to make you think that they even believe LeBron James is the GOAT. I guarantee you Shannon Sharpe and Nick Wright don't really think LeBron James is the GOAT. I don't believe it. Because there's no way your state of mind is going to change in just 2 years time span. 2 years time span to put LeBron at number one when in 2012 you didn't have him on your top 10 list at all. Let that make sense. Let that make sense. I don't care how he won them. And he won championships with a Big Three super team. You mean to tell me 2 Big Three super team championships is better than and greater than the career of Michael Jordan? Better than Kobe? Better than Shaq? Better than Kareem? How that make sense? Better than Larry Bird? Let it make sense. Now, obviously, we're in 2023. LeBron has done a little more since then, but he only won 2 more times after that and got a bunch of L's in the finals. Winning is his main objective and his only objective. That should be his only objective in that purple and gold. With your 20-something plus years playing basketball. What the fuck are you playing for? Stats? You've been collecting them for 20 plus years. We already know you could do them. What the fuck you care about stats for in your 20 plus years of playing basketball? Shouldn't you be winning championships? The only thing on LeBron James' mind should be winning a championship. Fuck them stats. Fuck them triple doubles. What are you talking about? Nick wrong? What the fuck is good as a triple double if you ain't winning? And you're on a title contender. It'd be a different story if LeBron's been playing basketball for 20 plus years and spent half of his career not being on a title contender. Then I was come off him a little bit. I was slack off him a little bit. But outside of from 2003 to 2009, LeBron was on a non-title contender. I don't talk about it. But from 2009 and up, this man spent half of his whole career playing on teams that he picked, superstars that he wanted to play with, and you failed to win, even get a three-peat. All that help, you think a guy at least get 1 three-peat. Can he get 1? Why are you sitting on 4 championships in your 20 plus years of playing basketball? Are you supposed to be the greatest basketball player of this generation? Well, all the other greats of their generation, they got more than 4. Why can't you have more than 4? I'm just saying. All I want to hear about LeBron James is winning championships. I don't want to give a fuck about your teammates. I don't give a fuck about your fucking other all-stars you playing with. I don't want to hear none of that noise. The only thing registered with me, with a guy that's been playing basketball as long as you have, been putting up numbers as long as you have, is fucking winning championships. That's it. That's it. That's all. Man, stop the cat, Taysom. Stop it. I'm replying to whenever somebody asks me something. It's funny how you guys sit there and say, hey, all you talk about is LeBron. Well, all you guys do is watch LeBron. Then you got the nerve to answer me a question about LeBron. And when I answer it, and if it doesn't satisfy your needs because you want me to get on my knees and slurp for the guy, you get mad. Then you come up with this narrative that, oh, all you do is talk about LeBron. Well, all you do is watch LeBron. You click on ESPN probably every single day to see LeBron James versus somebody debates. Usually LeBron versus Jordan debates, right? Or LeBron versus this debate. Or can the Lakers win an NBA championship? Or how many All-Stars do the Lakers need to win an NBA championship? Why is it every guy that's a free agent is linked to the Los Angeles Lakers? Oh, Zach LaVine is going to the Lakers. Oh, Kawhi is going to be a free agent next year. He's going to the Lakers. Oh, Paul George is going to the Lakers. You guys put this in our face. Then you get mad when I critique it and give you a non-biased, logical answer. Period. Shouldn't you be worrying about your Celtics? Didn't you guys lost to the Orlando Magic? Shouldn't you be worried about them winning the championship? Because Jason Tatum got 0, or Jason Tatum got 0 championships. And he's on a title contender multiple years now. He about to be the next Karl Malone and John Stockton. You're going to be on title contenders year after year and get 0 championships. Because people bring out the topics. What you want me to do? If you stop asking LeBron related questions, I stop giving LeBron answers. If the media stops talking about LeBron, I stop talking about LeBron. I cover sports too. And whenever you mention something about LeBron, if I feel the need to correct it, I'm going to correct it. If you ask me, I haven't talked about him enough. Oh, you just care about the championships. Okay, then let's see. Let's see if Jason Tatum could win a championship. Because he on a title contender. He failing every single year. Get the job done. You can't even beat the Miami Heat. How the fuck is Jimmy Butler in the NBA Finals twice and you only got there once? Jimmy Butler got no business being in the NBA Finals twice. Jason Tatum better show up, because at the end of the day, you're going to have the ball in your hands most of the time. You better bring it. Oh, it's 90-97 so far. OKC and the Philadelphia 76ers. Philadelphia is up by 7. Joel Embiid better bring it. No, they don't matter. Winning it matters. But if you're going to get there multiple times, well, you only got there once. But you should have got there more than once. You play in the Eastern Conference. And you should at least won it. Period. Yes, they don't mean shit if you don't win. Absolutely. But you still should have been there multiple times, because you guys been presumed as one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, is what I'm saying. I'm saying you should have won it all, period. And you should have been in the NBA Finals multiple times. You should at least have a championship by now. Giannis got one. Where's your championship? Yeah, Jimmy Butler's a bum too. He got 0 rings. He 0-2. But he had no business being in the NBA Finals. He's what's this? Underachieving. He's not overachieving, he's underachieving. He had no business being there. Yeah, you're right. He 0-2 in the finals. That's an L. But Taysom, here's a thing though. He had no business being there. This man was on the 8th seed. He got no business being there. Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that. You know, he better win a championship this year, Taysom. He playing on a title contender with Porzingis, who's a borderline all-star. He's playing with his sidekick, Doodoo Brown, and he's playing with good defensive player and Drew Holiday. He got the pieces to win a championship. He better fucking win the championship. Stop bullshitting around, dog. Show us what this Mamba mentality is. You say you got Kobe's Mamba mentality. I want to see it. I want to see this Mamba mentality. I don't care who wins the NBA championship. I really don't. I just give credit to people who win. I want to see greatness. I want to see somebody go out there and win. Whether it's LeBron, Taysom, anybody. If you win, I would give you credit. I would come on this live screen and say, you a bad motherfucker. You the best player in the league. I'm waiting to say that about anybody. It could be LeBron. It could be Kevin Durant. It could be Giannis. How did he messed up his career? Is it with the underage girl thing? And G Money, I think the Thunder is a team for the future. That's what I think. You know, who's like Carmelo now? Yeah, I think you just lost me a little bit. But let's talk about it. I cover sports. So if all you guys cover is the same guy all the time, I get people constantly hitting me up with LeBron related questions a lot. What I'm supposed to do, just keep annoying them? I cover sports. Give me something else to talk about, and I won't talk about them. Oh, that's right, he did. I mean, I don't pay attention to stuff like that because technically, well, not technically, that is a crime here in the United States. In foreign countries, since I'm so embedded in foreign countries, believe it or not, that age is actually acceptable in some foreign countries, but it's not accepted here in the West. So it is what it is on that thing. What y'all think about the Clippers? Clippers gone, bro. That's another team that I need to call out. They got 4 future Hall of Famers. They on the title contender. Philly got a long way to go though. It's 8 minutes to go. They still up. Do you know he's going to jail? He had to prove. They got to prove that girl is underage first, right? Yeah, that is true. That is true. Now we could agree on that. You definitely could agree on that. This is for Josh Giddey. This could be your career. The Joker is the GOAT. Hey man, if he keeps winning, that's a bad motherfucker. That man win one more championship. Lord have mercy. If the Joker can win one more championship, he could make a case to get in that top 10. I'm gonna tell you why. Because a lot of you got Hakeem Olajuwon in the top 10, and he only got 2 championships, but he got the individual accolades and some dominance to go with it. You could put the Joker in that same conversation. Oh, what a jab. That's a good jab. Zach just said Giddey scoring 15 on and off the court. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, Josh could probably do the same thing. He's a man with money and power. And men with money and power tend to pay people off. It is what it is. Men could do that. Men of high power positions, they always take advantage of their power. He could throw money at that girl's parents, and they won't even bat an eye probably. Now we're going to see what this girl's parents is all about. Do they stand on their morals, or they want to let this guy get locked up? But you know what they say about money, right? Money talks, bullshit walks. Yeah. So R. Kelly also met Aaliyah underage. Jay-Z met Foxy Brown underage. But when you got this money and power, these guys do that. Man, 49ers ain't doing nothing against my Eagles, baby. In the whole world, that's illegal. It's just the fact that guys have money to pay people off. You could go to a foreign country right now and get caught up, and the girl's parents won't bat an eye if you got money. You will pay the shit off. They even say, hey, you know what? Wait till she hits the authorization age, and you could go and see it. and she could be yours. Ain't that crazy? I don't want to get too much in depth with it because this is YouTube, and I don't want to get a strike about talking about you can say it in the comment section, but I have to be particularly I have to be questionable how I say certain things. Because even YouTube isn't as outspoken as it should be, you know. Yeah. And that's crazy, right? It's a 2-year difference. One guy is considered an adult, and the other girl, the girl technically, you know, isn't. You know, it would take her 1 more year to be considered an adult. But you know what? I'm okay with that a little bit. Even me, I'm okay with that a little bit if they do it the right way, right? If it's just becoming like a, you know, 21, no, that's a little different story now. You know, that's a different story. That's a different story. If it's 21, you know, but 19, if she got her head on right, she ain't out there being promiscuous. She ain't out there being a dot. She ain't out there being a 304. And she waits to the reasonable age, and I'm her father. I may be cool with that. If it's 19 and 17, I may be cool with that. It's only a 2-year difference. I'm okay with that. But when it's a grown ass man and somebody like 15, nah. How old is Josh Giddey? Can somebody tell me how old is Josh Giddey? Yo, what's good, Chi-Town?
Yeah, man, that guy Giddey, he's in. The girl is 15 apparently.
Yeah, that's bad. How old is Josh Giddey?
21. That's 6-year difference.
Oh yeah, that's a 6-year difference. See,
Now,
we were just talking in the comment section about Kobe and Vanessa. Some guy telling me she was 17, he was 19. That's not bad. But then somebody else is telling me he was 21 and she was 17. That could be a little bit of a difference, you know.
Sorry, say that again.
They're telling me different ages for Kobe and Vanessa, so I don't really know. You know.
Well, no. Kobe was only because I think there's a rule called the Romeo and Juliet rule. So I think it's a 4-year.
That's only in certain states. I'm glad you brought that up. That's only in certain states. The Romeo and Juliet rule.
I think it's in California, but on top of that, they were dating. There was no proof that he was engaging in anything sexual.
Okay.
I mean, if they're dating, then there's no really law permitting that.
Right.
With Giddey and this girl, because the girl actually leaked out photos of it, so we know they were actually.
Yes, and the girl, in typical fashion of what these young kids, clout chasers, doing, she said, "Giddey just me." Okay, just the F word, me. I don't want to say too much here because I don't want to get hit with no strikes. But you get my point, right?
Yeah, it's a sensitive matter. Yeah.
Yes, you got a 15-year-old kid saying he just spashed me. Are you serious?
On top of that, too,
on social media,
Vanessa and Kobe.
These kids are fucking crazy.
They didn't get engaged until she was 18. When she was 18 is when they got engaged.
Okay. I mean, Taysom and Tay having a little disagreements on Kobe's age with Vanessa. I don't know the whole story on it, so I can't even.
Well, no. The difference is that they were dating. There's no harm. You could, if you're dating someone.
Yeah, but what is that? Only a 2-year difference? If it's a 2-year difference, I don't mind that. That's okay.
Well, no, I think it's 4.5 years.
For both of them?
For Kobe and Vanessa, because I think he's 4 years older than her.
Yeah, but look, the other story, you got Karl Malone. Didn't get hit with nothing. All he did just pay. These guys, they got money and power. They're just going to pay people off.
No, yeah, the thing with Karl Malone is he should have gone to prison. But then the parents didn't want, because they thought it was kind of like embarrassing that like they didn't want to get humiliated. So that's why they kept.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you brought that out. No, they didn't just want that; they wanted the money. All right, that's what a lot of these people.
Well, they dropped charges against him because they didn't want her daughter to be humiliated. He my 13.
Yeah, and you think that was just it? Karl Malone gave them some money.
Yeah, probably. Or no, actually, no, he didn't. He just he abandoned that child.
That's crazy. Because if that was the case, they would have sued. I mean,
I have to read about it, but I thought that
I
'cause-
doubt there's any way that this man got away scot-free without paying no money. Because a lot of foreigners do this, Chi-Town, and you know, the family just said, oh, this guy's high status. He got a lot of money. Oh, just take his money. You know, we keep it on the down low. You pay money. Rappers do it all the time. And that's the craziness about it. Jay-Z did it to Foxy Brown, R. Kelly, and Aaliyah. I mean, we could go on and on with rap
oh my
music.
god, R. Kelly, dude, some of the stuff he said, I can't even say on here.
Exactly. He deserved to be locked up. You know, but he was getting away with it for years
Did you watch
because he
that?
was paying.
You've seen Boondocks, right?
Yeah, but this man was
The R.
paying
Kelly
people.
episode? Did you
Yeah,
watch
yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, he likes gold to be dripping on people. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's
You know, but shit is crazy. You got money and power. A lot of these, he got away with it for years because of his money and power.
yeah, no. Karl Malone was even worse because he was. I think Karl Malone was like 2021. The girl was 13. That's
crazy.
difference.
That's fucking nuts. Like, why, as a grown man, why are you even chasing that for? Why are you even? Shame on the girl's parents for letting a 13-year-old girl hang around a fucking 21-year-old man.
You seen that show, To Catch a Predator?
Yeah. That shit, man. Those shits is crazy. You know, they had a I'm ashamed of this guy to even call him an Eagles fan, but there's a YouTuber that did the same
I know
thing.
EDP.
Yeah, this motherfucker's an Eagles fan. You forever banned as an Eagles fan. Don't even mention my fucking team, bro. You know, but yeah.
He got caught twice.
Yeah, this fool got caught twice, man. These people and
he's like his
whole,
excuse is like, oh, I'm lonely, I'm desperate, I don't have anyone.
Yeah. And his whole shit got done. Okay, because he got famous online. It's not like he got famous from playing pro ball or something like that. So his funds are already gone. He can't even get on media no more. You know,
in your life, dude, your life is pretty much if you're labeled a pedophile, forget jail time. Your life for the rest of you can't get a job.
Can we use a different word because YouTube gonna probably sanction?
Okay. Well, right. You know what I'm talking about, but
yeah.
First of all,
make up a different word for it. Make up a different word.
You can't get a proper job because no one's gonna hire you.
Right.
Second, you can't even live in certain neighborhoods. You have to live in a neighborhood designed for those type of people.
Yeah, and that shit is fucking crazy, bro. You know,
like I said, your life is pretty much. That's probably out of all the crimes, I'd rather be accused of murder than to be accused of that.
Right. So yeah, man. But for future references, let's just use the word violator or something like that. Don't even use the R word. We could just use the word grapes.
Well, this guy Josh Giddey though, they asked him about it. He pretty much like had nothing. He said no comment. He didn't want to talk about the issue or anything like that.
Yeah, and he's guilty because he pretty much canceled all his social media stuff. The page just went blank.
Well, I think because the thing is if she's 6, because in Oklahoma, I think the law is 16. Because they say she's 15, but we're not actually sure yet. We have to find out what her exact age is, because if she was 15, then he's going to prison.
Damn.
But if she's 16 or something,
I don't think. Here's the thing. I don't think he's getting no jail time.
It depends on what her parents say too.
Yeah, I think he's going to pay him off.
Yeah,
and he may still mess with this girl when she comes of age to the public, and it won't be a problem no more.
Yeah.
The minute she hits 18, he could step out with her, and nobody could say nothing no more.
Yeah.
You know. So that's what I think is going to happen. You know, yeah. But as a man, I would never allow my daughter to be 13 or 15 years old around a 21-year-old man.
Hell yeah.
That would never happen. That would never happen under my watch. So that tells me that these girls are having single parent homes, or they coming from a place where somebody just ain't watching over them. Because if you coming from a household where a man is really a man, he ain't no way no girl is going to be messing around with no man that age.
Yeah.
You know, come on, man. You know, so these people are coming from broken homes. That's the only thing I could imagine from, because
Or no, they could sometimes like to catch a predator. These kids are online and they meet these people up on the internet.
Oh yeah, but it's your job as a parent, especially when you got two parents in the household, to keep monitor of that type of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it all starts from within. If you don't lay down, rules, and you just let your kid do whatever the fuck they want, they're gonna run over you. You know,
Yeah.
if you have responsibility, you got to have the authority. Responsibility without authority is slavery. And shit, that don't sit well with me. But still, man, that shit is crazy. I bet you he don't do no time though.
Yeah.
And my Eagles winning tomorrow, by the way, since I brought them up. I'd be on live stream for
So
them.
me and G Money were having an argument about it. You think the Lions and Cowboys Thanksgiving? He's like, I don't care about tradition. What do you think? I think they should just, because it's been for 50 years.
No, he told me about this too. I'm for good games. I don't really care about traditional and having those.
And me, I'm old school. I'm old school,
Yeah.
So I've been watching since I was a child. I've been watching Cowboys and Lions on things. So for me, I don't.
You got nostalgia behind it, But for me, if both of the teams suck, I don't want to see that on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a big day for football. It's equal to NBA on Christmas. So give us some good matchups.
You don't care about traditions.
Not if both of the teams are bad.
Well, this year they're both teams have been pretty good.
Yeah, that's why I agree with them. But if both of those teams were title contenders, they were good teams, they were hot. Yeah, I would love to see it. You know,
because me personally, because I'm more like you said, nostalgia.
Right.
So, do you remember that one game Randy Moss? He had that game against Cowboys back in like '98.
Yeah.
So there's been some good. There's been some like great moments with the Lions and Cowboys on Thanksgiving. So for me, it's kind of a nostalgia thing. So me personally, I don't think they should. I think because they've been doing that for 50 years. So then all of a sudden, you're going to take them off because here's the story behind it. So first of all, there was never ever football on Thanksgiving, right?
No doubt.
And the Lions and Cowboys came out and said, hey, you know what? We'll sacrifice our Thanksgiving. We'll play on this day. So that's how they got Thanksgiving every year because those teams came out because no other teams came out and said, we'll play. It was only those two teams.
Okay.
So for me, it's kind of like a story.
Tay say my Eagles defense is suspect. Well, you know what? It may not be the best defense, but it's good enough to get us 9-1. I take it.
Here's the other thing, too. The NFC is kind of weak. Outside of the Eagles and 49ers, I don't think there's that many great teams out there in the NFC.
Yeah. Okay, so G Money said he don't mind Lions and Cowboys being on Thanksgiving, but if he had one Thanksgiving without them, he wouldn't be mad or mad about it. My only thing about it is I want to see quality football. I want to see quality games, period. So if two teams are bad, I don't want to see that regardless of tradition. I mean, I want to see.
So you're not a tradition type of guy.
It depends if both of the teams are good.
Well, this year the Lions and Cowboys are good. They're both.
That's why I wasn't on fence with it because I can't get behind shit. I can't get behind somebody giving me a pound of shit and saying it's gold. I want quality. So quality and elite teams always going to catch my attention. I just want to see the best play the best. That's the competitiveness in me because I play sports too. So tradition matters, but at the same time, I want to see good games. I mean, you know what I mean. So I take the good games before the tradition anytime. But I do value tradition. It's not like I don't value it, but I don't value it as much as competition.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to see the Eagles and Chiefs on Thanksgiving. That would have
been No, I do think they should have done better match. They should have done the Thanksgiving game. Should have been instead of the trash Commanders. They should have done Eagles Cowboys Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that would have been a good one because those teams, they played in one of my favorite football games of the year.
They should have had instead of the trash Commanders on there. They should have had the Eagles or another like good team play the Cowboys.
Yeah. See, G Money say he just want originality and variety. You know, so we're all on three different fences here. He wants to mix it up just for the sake of mixing, mixing up. It's not a competition thing with him. He just wants something different. You want to keep the tradition. I want to keep the competition. So we're all we're on three different pages here. But I'm split between the competition and the tradition, but I gotta value the competition more. You know, if I had to lose one, I lose the tradition before I lose the competition.
Okay.
So yeah. But I mean, I personally,
and then like you said though, the line, like, you didn't have a problem with it this year because the Lions and Cowboys were both. Lions are like number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but both of them are playoff teams.
Yeah, I didn't have the problem with that one.
Okay.
No, yeah.
The only problem I had is I thought that they should have put the Commanders. They should have put the Cowboys against a way better team than the Commanders. I don't know why they were even on the game today or 2 days ago.
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what? That's what I like about Christmas games, because Christmas games in the NBA give us big matchups that we want to see. You know, I don't know which ones this year, but I don't know if I'm pumped up for all of them this year. I know it's the Bucks and Knicks.
Hey, one thing I'll tell you, they're going to lose ratings again because ever since the NFL started doing Christmas games, the NBA hasn't had their viewership has been poor on Christmas.
G Money, I'm on board with you. Secondly, yeah, I agree with you too, Chi-Town. But I don't think the Knicks the biggest market in the NBA. I think it's the Lakers.
Yeah, I think it's the Lakers too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that there's no important franchise in NBA history more than the Lakers than the Celtics. Those two are the most important franchises in NBA history.
Yeah.
And markets.
Yeah, but I was saying though that ever since the NFL got Christmas games, the NBA ratings have been horrible for Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, NBA got to bring the heat because they're competing against the NFL on many levels.
And NFL is doing it on purpose because they're like, hey, NBA is making their rate. Why don't we put on Christmas? Because before they didn't used to put Christmas games on. They started this Christmas games like a few years ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no doubt. But I will agree with you. The Knicks are a big market. I just don't think it's the number one. I would say it's in the top 5 with Chicago and New York.
I think the Lakers and Celtics are probably the biggest teams.
Yep. Then number 3, you could go for Knicks or Chicago.
I think Chicago is bigger than the Knicks.
I'm going with the Knicks. I'm splitting on that one. I'm going with Knicks.
In terms of the history, though, the Bulls have had a better history than the Knicks.
Yeah, they got better history, but it's not as big as New York history, though. It's New York. New York is a bigger city than Chicago.
What have they done in the last 50 years, man?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, there's nothing like a market for New York.
I don't think
New York market is way bigger than Chicago.
Yeah,
I can't even. That's why guys don't want to go there because there's a lot of pressure.
Well, that's the Bulls too. They don't want to. With the Bulls, guys don't want to go there because they don't want to live under the shadows of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, true that. And see, TJ with the LeBron comment. Taysom said, "Hey, why you guys talk about LeBron so much? It's because you guys bring him up. The only guys that don't bring LeBron up every single moment is Chi-Town, G Money. Let me see who else. And probably Zach sometimes. You know, he's on the Clippers thing, but
Zach is always one day he'll say LeBron's the GOAT, one day he'll say Steph Curry's the GOAT.
Yeah, but my point is, if you want people to stop talking about LeBron, stop checking for him. Take a break from checking for him. Because every time I turn on the television, it's a LeBron-related news. What you want me to do, I cover sports. And that's what you guys seem to want to talk about all the time is LeBron James. You know? And what you want me to do? I talk about, literally, my page is for, this channel is for sports. It's not just for NBA. I think you guys don't realize that. It's for every sport. Literally every sport.
These guys just love NBA. This is more of a your fan or your subscribers are more NBA fans.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, but and then the ones that do like football, they watch the NBA too. So, you know, I don't have like hardcore just NFL fans. You know, I wish I did because I'm a hardcore boxing fan.
They're not on these type of they're on NFL channel.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. You know, because the NBA is one of that sport that you could consistently debate with people on. I notice NFL debates don't linger on as long as NBA debates. Like
No, no,
NBA
no. So
debates.
I've been in some crazy NFL debates, especially with
Oh
Brady.
no, I understand, but they change up. They don't. Oh, it's not the same consistent debate. If it's an NBA debate, you already know what it
Dude,
is, right?
I've seen so many well, the debate now is Brady Mahomes. I see that a lot now.
Oh yeah. I've been in a couple of those a couple times, but even the media don't even cover that as much as LeBron versus Jordan.
Oh
Then
yeah.
it trickles down to people. So NBA debates are very predictable, and you know who's going to come up, who's going to
Honestly,
be
that's the
talked
only
about.
debate NBA is LeBron Jordan. I don't see any other big like. How come we don't see LeBron versus Bird or something like that?
Yeah, and that's such a shot in the foot to the NBA because you're literally bypassing all the other greats that play
Yeah,
basketball. It sucks,
like
you know.
I'm more of debating like era. Like we should have more Magic Bird. Well,
Right,
they played in the same era. Like Jordan and LeBron played in two different eras. So
right.
I wasn't a big fan of that because they're in different eras, different. Like Magic
Yeah,
Bird makes sense because they're in that era.
yeah.
Like Will,
But
I don't
these
know
are the
why we don't
same.
have Will Russell debates.
But Shay-Town, these are the craziness of it. These are the same people who complain about too much LeBron, but all they check for is LeBron in the first place. That
Yeah,
doesn't
but
make
like I
any
mentioned,
sense.
like it's like debating like I remember we were mentioning Bob Cousy versus Chris Paul. You can't debate that because they're both from completely different eras.
Well, I think that's a little bit different too because most people haven't seen Bob Cousy play.
Yeah,
You
I'm just saying
know,
that the like LeBron there and Jordan's era, they're both
yeah.
completely
But
different eras.
here's the thing: a lot of people have seen both of them play, and if the people that haven't seen Jordan play, they can always look up his highlights, and
Well,
it's
I know
still more.
most people who do pick LeBron as the GOAT didn't watch Jordan play.
Say that again.
I know the majority of people that pick LeBron as the GOAT, they haven't
Yeah,
watched Jordan play.
yeah. Some of them haven't, but
Like
here's the
some of the
thing.
stuff they bring up, like
Yeah,
uh, like actually this one guy we're having a debate with someone, and then they're
right.
asking about who Jordan guarded. He brings up Charles Barkley. I'm like, Jordan did not guard Charles. That's how you know these guys didn't watch when you're saying
Yeah,
Jordan guarded Charles Barkley in the finals.
yeah. They don't know better, man. But you know,
Yeah,
there are Jordan is so accessible because he played still in a modern era. He didn't play in the 50s, 60s, or 70s.
but no,
You
but
could
a lot of
always
these guys
you could
don't
always
know.
pull up
They don't,
Jordan stuff, huh?
yeah, but like I said, like this one guy, he was bringing up.
Hmm.
He said Jordan guarded Charles. I'm like, Jordan never guarded Charles Barkley in the finals.
Yeah, those are people that just don't know better, or they get
Yeah.
information from other people. Like I heard
Or
some
like, and
people
then
tell
another
me,
thing too, they were like Pippen. What they always bring up. Remember when Jordan left?
yeah,
Like they went to the final. Or so I've heard some people say they went. I'm like, no, they didn't go to the finals. They lost to the second round.
yeah,
That's how
but they
you know
don't
these
know better.
people don't watch. And that's an
Yeah,
issue I have with sports too, both in
right.
football and basketball. These people don't watch the game. They just look at the box score, and
Or they
that's
look at
how
what
they make
other people tell them, do word of mouth, or a fake post that has nothing to do with anything.
yeah.
You know,
They don't
people
even.
just constantly
I
lie.
see it a lot in the basketball community. These people do not
Yeah.
watch basketball games.
Bro, I had people come up to me and telling me, Jordan was playing with BJ Armstrong. He was an all-star. No.
Well, he was one year only.
Yeah, but I'm talking about with Jordan. No.
Yeah, no, yeah. Or no,
Right.
they'll say Pippen went to the finals the year. I'm like, no, he never went to the
Yeah.
finals. I'm like, when did he go to the
No.
finals? Oh, the year Jordan.
Oh,
I'm like, they lost in the
he
second
had
round.
he had what you call it, John Paxton. John Paxton is is an all-star. He averaged 15 a game. He averaged 17. No, he didn't. Sorry. And I don't know what John
And then another
Paxton you
thing too.
watched, but no.
Another thing too, they'll say Pippen, or they said, or they think that Pippen was the main guy who guarded Magic in the final. No, it was Jordan mainly. Jordan was a
Yeah.
main primary defender who guarded Magic Johnson. So there's so much misinformation on the internet. Like,
Oh, and the funniest one is the Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman was in his prime, more than the Bulls, than Chicago, than Detroit. But then you come back and say the Bulls beat an old Detroit team with Rodman was on it. Don't make any sense. So all of a sudden, he's not in his prime on Detroit, but when he goes to Chicago, he's in his prime. Don't make no sense.
Give me
Really
1
don't make no
second.
sense.
I'm on a phone call.
All right,
Give me
handle your business. All right? So yeah, man. That's just the situations of what we're dealing with right now, man. You know. So for TJ, I'm not going to answer that question because too much people talking about LeBron enough as it is. You know. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, there's like so much, and then Tony Kukoc. Here's another thing: Tony Kukoc is a Hall of Famer, but not because of
Right.
his NBA career. It's because he was great internationally.
Thank you. That's what I tell people, and people think that he was like, no, he wasn't second coming of Dirk Nowitzki. He wasn't none of those guys. He was a good, solid player. And I will make a case for him, though. I do think if he played in today's era that loves to shoot, and he was a hell of a 3-point shooter, and you can't touch nobody, I think Tony Kukoc would have averaged 20 in this NBA era, though.
Yeah, probably.
I do think that.
He reminds you of
Who?
Kevin Durant. His game.
Yeah,
he's
but
more.
he would drop 20 a game in today's era of basketball because it's just 3-point shooting, and you giving him freedom to shoot threes.
No, but I'm saying though his game style, he's more because Kevin Durant and him are both lengthy guys.
Yeah,
so they're really similar in their playing style.
Yeah, oh no doubt. But that's another thing I tell these people: when you change the rules of a sport and you make it easier for perimeter players to score, opposite to an era where bigs could camp out in a post, it's a different ball game. Okay, yeah. Isaiah Thomas would have averaged more points in today's league. He'd be doing some of the stuff Chris Paul doing, and if he averaged 60 in a game if he had like 60-point games in an era where Biggs was dominating, he could have it in this era.
Yeah,
he could dribble and shoot. He's a guard. Today's league is beneficial for guards. So the Dominique Wilkins, the Isaiah Thomas, even the Richmond, these guys would average 25, 28 a game easily. All they got to do is shoot.
Able to shoot as many threes as they were used to.
Yes. So imagine them with the freedom of doing that, though.
Yeah.
That gives them more points. So that's why I keep saying, don't let stats be your only argument, man, because there's other stuff that goes into it.
Although here's another thing too, people they and you know why a lot of your fans watch basketball more than football? Because in basketball, they don't watch the games. They just look up these people on here. Just look. They
watch highlights or the last 5 minutes of the game.
Or they'll look up the box score to see what, like with football, you can't just look up the box score. You have to actually watch with your eyes to know what actually happened.
You have to watch the whole game, bro. Literally.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, you need to use I can't just so a football game, I can't just look up the sheet. Oh well, this guy had this much. I'm like, it doesn't work like that. You actually have to watch the games. That's 80% of people on here on this platform, like that's just by the stuff they say, they don't watch the game.
Yeah, and that's sad, bro. Because if you're going to talk about something, you should at least watch it.
Yeah.
Because I can't take you seriously if you're just looking at somebody's highlights or you just reading off a stat sheet.
Or they get information from like certain people. Like they'll get their information on like another YouTuber. Well, this YouTuber said that. I'm like, who is this YouTuber? What makes him credible?
Right.
Like I've even heard arguments where they said, "Oh, well, this YouTuber said it." Okay, yeah. Who is he?
And I don't do that. You notice there's been many games in the NBA that I haven't even talked about. You know why? Because if I didn't watch it, I'm not going to talk about it. I can't watch every NBA game all day, every day. I mean, if it's 10 games on, I can't watch all 10 games.
I'll watch like the national games,
right?
On like ESPN, TNT. I'll try to watch those, but I can't watch. It's impossible to watch every game.
Yeah, so you got to pick your moments. What makes you know about the sport is you can't watch their games, but you could probably watch 20 games from them, another 20 games from them,
or they'll say like, or another thing, they'll be like, "Oh well, Skip Bayless said this, Shannon Sharp said this." I'm like, okay, that doesn't mean they're like a dictionary,
right? And those guys don't even watch all the games. Stephen A. Smith said he don't even watch half of those games.
Tom Howard said he doesn't watch the games either.
They don't. It's too much. You don't mean to tell me you have there's not enough time in the day to watch 2.5-hour games if there's like 10 games on. Do the math. Who has time to do that and then go and talk about each and every game that you just watched?
Yeah.
You know, logically, it don't make no sense. Nobody has all the time to do that. It's just too much games.
I think that's the funniest when they use like a source, like Twitter or this person, this YouTuber said this, so this makes it true. Dude, what are they like? What makes them credible for you to use them as some type of? That's not a source.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I'm not kidding. I was on the comment section. This guy was trying to tell me, well, this YouTuber said it. Okay, like you know Lamont, right?
Who?
Lamont Lane, FYF.
Yeah, he's on here most sometimes. I don't know if
this guy said, well, FYF said it. Okay, well, that doesn't mean it. That doesn't mean he's right.
Shout out to my man FYF, by the way. I mean, I go way
like
back.
he did a good job.
You know, I mean, I ain't got no problem against it. We cool. You know, I mean, it's just the fact that if I had to be, nobody's perfect. So if I had to critique something about him, I do think he brings up stuff in bad faith. He argues in bad faith. It's like agenda driven sometimes.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And
that's what most of people on here though, not just him.
Yeah, I mean, some people actually mean what they say, you know, but I think he does stuff to get people pumped up, you know. If he knows something's gonna piss somebody off to say this, and I could get some traction for that, I'm gonna do it.
Or clicks,
you know,
too.
Or click, yeah. You know, I could be wrong about it, you know me, but hey, I mean, I just get the feeling sometimes.
On here too. I remember he did that. No, I remember because we were discussing this. We are talking about like it was on this show too. We are talking about how like guys like Nick Wright, Cowherd, all these guys say stuff for clout.
Right.
And he admitted that, hey, I do that sometimes too. It's business.
Right. Oh, okay. So I mean, hey, if he admitted it, then it's not me dissing him. Then it's just accurate stuff.
Hey, some guys get emotional too. They get too much emotional. Like there's one guy I know. He's a big Kawhi fan, right? So whenever Kawhi plays bad, he makes excuses for him. When Kawhi plays good, he gives him a lot of credit. So he's not even he's biased basically.
Right.
And he gets so emotional when you say anything negative about Kawhi.
Right.
Like
damn, Chet Holmgren just hit a 3 in Joel Embiid's face.
Like Kawhi, the last 2 years, the last 3, ever since his Clipper run has been a failure. Can we agree with that?
Absolutely. They've been title contenders for years.
He's saying I'm a hater for saying that. He's like, well, they didn't have a fair advantage or something like that, dude. I'm not trying.
It doesn't matter. You still got to be on the court playing. If you're not on the court playing, it's still a failure.
Well, yeah, but he's saying that they weren't giving him a fair chance. I'm like, they had 3-4 years. It's been 3-4 years since he's joined the team. It's been a failure.
He didn't give himself a fair chance. He got injured, so that's on him. That's not on nobody else. They built the team around you. They gave you what you was asking for. It's your job to stay healthy and play. Simple.
And I know it's Kawhi, the one guy too. I know he doesn't get a lot.
Ask me, what did the Clippers do for Kawhi Leonard that did not put him in position to win? All he had to do was play basketball.
Yeah.
Nothing. They gave him every piece that you could possibly mention to win the championship. He has had on his team. All he had to do was deliver based off what they gave him. He's the reason why they failed.
Yeah, you see, Greg Popovich, he told the crowd to stop booing him.
Yeah, I know, right? Don't poke the bear. You could poke Kawhi. He didn't win shit yet.
No, I think that's dumb telling the fans who to cheer and boo. I didn't like that.
It's San Antonio. Greg, he don't wear a San Antonio Spurs jersey no more. So therefore, he could get booed. You
saw what happened, right? He was on a microphone and told the crowd, "Hey, stop booing."
Yeah, why not boo? He's not a Spur no more. He doesn't play for your team no more. Fuck what he did in the past. He does not play for your team anymore.
Yeah.
He's on the opposite end trying to beat you. So why you it sounds like you're rooting for the Clippers to win the game. Shouldn't you be, give it to them Clippers. Boo them. Let's get them distracted. Let's get this W.
Yeah, but that's one of my big problems on here. People get so emotionally invested that like they can't. their minds are not in the right place because they
Well,
just like
I would say
football.
that's more with basketball. Football fans are a little more logic. They don't get as caught up like basketball fans. A basketball fan will try to kill you or fight you if you disagree with them too much. So, I mean, I'm not saying football don't do that, but that's like during the game, like when you're at a football event. I mean, that's a whole complete different story. But I could talk to somebody about football on the street, and there won't be no threat of violence. But if you talk to somebody about basketball on the street, there could be a threat of violence.
Well, I remember last year what happened was I remember I told this one guy the Miami he had no chance to beat the Nuggets, and he started
Right.
swearing at me for saying that.
Damn. That's crazy, bro.
Because I originally called it a sweep. It was 5 games, but I thought it was a sweep. Dude, he got so pissed.
That's fucking nuts. Man, that's nuts. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be back on here live tomorrow for the Eagles and my Bills game. I'll be on for that. So it's gonna be a football scream. What I do would like, what I do would like though, because Taysom told me something that I want to be alarmed of. He said, my football screams, people still come in talking about basketball. So let's try to lower that a little bit. Let's try to focus more on the NFL if it's an NFL screen. You know, I would like to do that. You know, and there's plenty to talk about with the NFL. We don't have to keep bringing in NBA talk for a live screen. We don't. You know, but some people still want to talk about the LeBrons and all this other stuff.
No, what's his name?
Try to
Zach.
keep it at a
Zach
minimum.
always wants to, or no, not the other Zach. He always wants
Yeah.
to talk about the Lakers. He's like, oh, Lakers. He's like, who are the Lakers getting? I know. So every time he comes on the stream, he says Lakers are getting this player.
Oh yeah, or it's LeBron talk. I mean, he's a LeBron. Yeah, he's one of those LeBron boys. You know.
No,
just
not
leave it at
the
that.
Clippers Zach, the other Zach. The
No,
Zach that
yeah,
comes-
I'm talking about the Zach from Canada.
Yeah, every time he comes on the stream, he says, "Oh, Lakers are getting Giannis. Lakers are getting Dame. Lakers are getting."
Yeah,
Kyrie."
because he's a LeBron apologist. That's why. So it's all about talking about LeBron.
Yeah.
You know.
Take care, man.
All right, bro. Peace. All right, we are outie. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.